The Dallas Stars had a golden opportunity to go up 3-2 in their first round series against the Calgary Flames, but they squandered it with one of the most atrocious third period collapses we've seen in this year's playoffs. Hey, everybody. Dane Lewis here with the Locked On Stars podcast, coming to you after Game 5 of the Stars versus Flames series, a game that was dominated by the Stars in the first two frames. The Stars were playing lights out defense, having the Calgary offense in a scramble to try to get anything going as far as generating shots and generating looks. Calgary had 16 shots on goal through the first and second periods, but then things fell apart for the Stars in the third, as Calgary had over 16 in the third period alone. I mean, the defense was an absolute mess in the third, and then once Calgary started applying the pressure, the Dallas Stars just kind of rolled over and died, which is something that we've seen from this team far too often this season. And, you know, it really came to fruition in this game. And Dallas obviously struggling offensively, and we finally do see the emergence of Jason Robertson in this playoffs, but one goal from him is not going to be enough to beat a team like Calgary, and neither is Jake Ottinger doing his best. I mean, he can only do so much, but when the offense isn't working and when the defense collapses the way it did in the third period with the lack of effort and with the lack of attention to detail, you're going to lose games like that. You're going to blow those one goal leads. And that's exactly what we saw happen in this game. The Stars also go 0 for 3 on the power play. 3 of the worst power plays that we've seen from the Stars this season and just this postseason. I mean, they have absolutely no answer. And I mean, it almost feels like too late. I mean, we're 5 games into this series and there's been little to no adjustments made. And so it would be foolish of us to think that we're going to see any kind of adjustment on special teams on the offensive side for the remainder of this series. So we need to see changes on that front in the offseason. And it all starts with the coaching staff, and then the personnel will work itself out from there. But we'll talk about this game in its entirety and what it means for the Stars for the rest of the postseason and all the implications going forward on tomorrow's episode of Locked On Stars. And I can't wait to see you there.